Off, a huge credit to Coach Pemper and especially those seniors. But what a fantastic college basketball game. Obviously a little bit easier for us to say that because we got the W, but I just felt like there was a lot of people play after play. Our kids made plays, don't get me wrong. Not that you're ever resting, but you sometimes feel like, hey, this is enough. We finally made our plays, we made our run, and they kept coming back at us. Obviously, not that you're feeling good necessarily, but you're happy that you have the 3-point lead going to the last play. Felt like we were okay not fouling. The ball found the right kid for us, we thought, and Kennedy was probably a lot more open than we wanted her to be. But then she comes back and makes a play and pushes it to overtime. We weren't able to get the bucket, and I thought we really had to regroup at start of the overtime. And, I think there's a little bit for you that, the other team makes a shot, and sometimes they have that momentum and carry it on. We've been on that side of it. But we kind of said at halftime or at the start of overtime, let's regroup. There was a lot of moments here tonight that we would have begged to be in this position. We would have begged to only have 5 minutes. But we're here. This is why we worked as hard as we have to this point. This is why we've done what we've done to get it here at home. The crowd's going to help you with the energy, but 5 minutes of energy. And, that was the best defense we played all night was in those 5 minutes of overtime. Yeah, and first off, again, for Navy, I've watched a lot of Navy film. A lot of respect for the way they play, love their assistants, love their staff, and, again, the way that they play. I don't know that I've seen them play better than that. They had a really good stretch down at their place. Again, the 10-minute stretch was very impressive. But like we said, man, shot after shot after shot. Those kids made play after play after play. I don't know that Condi's missed a shot from beyond the arc in this gym all season, maybe her whole career. So it was a balanced scoring for them, though. It was Condi had her moments. Kennedy had hers. Clark started the game the way they did. So, yeah, I think from an offensive standpoint, that was a pretty impressive game for both of us. But, again, we had some kids that make plays, and Debs was enormous. She was just in that zone coming out of half. And, I told her, I said, you need to make sure that you look like you are the most confident player on the floor. You're the best player on the floor. You need to have that look. And, man, she was zoned in. She was locked in, zoned in, ran a lot of stuff for her. You could tell she was probably winded a little bit. But to go 30 and 10 in a big moment, I couldn't be more proud of her. And then Sue, too. I thought Sue inside really established everything. And again, so many kids made plays, but Kate Walker coming off the bench and, told her at overtime, too, you're the one that probably has the freshest legs. You got to go make some plays for us. And she did. That baseline drive layup was about as, a lot of things happened today, but that was one of the bigger plays of the game.
Just like the happiest I've ever been. It's just an amazing feeling, and I think it's a perfectly written story for us, for this team. Over these 4 years, especially for us seniors, and just shows how far we've come. And it's a great way to go out. I knew I had to help a lot because my player who I was guarding is usually not much of a shooter, so I had to really be in help and help out the guards on the drives. So I just kind of stood around the rim and tried to protect it as best I could and try not to foul. And the ball just happened to hit my hands. I was just trying to be strong and catch the ball and not do too much and try to get to the rim and not take any little jumpers. So I try to get to the rim strong and not fade away, and that was my main focus.
Yeah, I really wanted to lock down on defense. My 3 wasn't really there today, so I know I had to give extra attention to taking away Condi's 3 because she got off to a hot start. So I really just want to contain her. It's better if I didn't need any help on her, which obviously I did for some of the game. But just being able to contain her, keep her in front, and not have people help off was, I think, helpful. And so just staying down on her and knowing where she was going to be was was helpful, and taking the charge just kind of was icing on the cake for the way she was driving. Yeah, definitely. I think that she didn't get too many drives to start with in the first place, and so I think she was more looking for her 3. They were running tons of flare screens for her. I think they also knew that we have such a big post presence, so she wasn't going to try to go up against Sune, who was blocking so many shots today. I think that definitely kept her from penetrating and kicking. Yeah, I love pushing the ball. That's always been the way I've played off of a rebound, and a lot of times I found Kate, especially for 3s in transition. So just getting it up to her, knowing her speed, her ability to beat people off the dribble was good. So I just popped it up, and Sue had a great steal, and obviously that got us off to a hot start, which was really great.
It was just falling for me today. I don't know. I knew I just had to shoot it when number 25 was sinking off of me in the fourth quarter. I was like, I just have to do the best I can to contribute to the team right now, and I just was trying to be confident and just shoot the ball. So it worked out. I was thinking to be more like Coach said, he talked to me about being really confident. So I was like, you know what, this is my last game ever playing at Stoico. Why not go out, just be confident and go out with a bang and just do my best. So I definitely was a little more aggressive, I think, in the second half and overtime. I was just trying to contribute any way I could to help us win. I mean, the second half, I thought it was definitely more there. The first half, I think I struggled a little bit, and we did as a whole. But Sune really saved me. I think in the end of the second, I missed my box out, so I was totally a team effort on the boards. And I don't know. At the end of it, we really grinded it out, and that's just something we always focus on as a team. And I thought we really did a good job with that at the end.
I'd probably say right now there isn't a plan. We're going to enjoy this. I mean, I think these guys played a lot of minutes, and just the exhaustion that I think everybody has right now. I'm exhausted. Hadn't been a whole lot of sleep, but we've had 3 really tough games here this week. So I think for us, we're going to enjoy this, and then when we're done enjoying it, try to find a way to enjoy it some more. And then, I think maybe we'll get our legs on the floor and, find an excuse to maybe get some shots up, but more of an excuse to kind of spend some more time with each other tomorrow. And then, tomorrow night, figure out where we're going, and then, kind of plan that attack after that. But we'll get on the floor just a little bit tomorrow, probably a little bit Tuesday, and hopefully get on our merry way. I don't. We'll find it, but, and shoot me a text. I'll get that to you. But, I think right now it's all about enjoying it. And I think we've worked so hard for this. These guys have worked so hard for this. Very much indebted to these 3 right here. They committed to a program that was 5-25, and they came here because they wanted to win. And sometimes that doesn't always add up when you're committing to a program that only has 5 wins and you're coming to a program because you want to win. And from day one, they've made an impact in this program. There's been a lot of kids that have come here before this that have helped build this too. So I want to make sure that the seniors over the last few years, every time that they left, every time they graduated, I told them, when the time comes that we're going to get this thing done, you should feel a big part of it. And I hope that they get that enjoyment today. But speaking for these 3, I can be honest and say for the last few days, I've never wanted anything more for somebody else in my life as much as I wanted this for these 3. And, we said this in the room here the other day, but looking at Debs, and she doesn't know that I was looking at her, but seeing the way that these guys enjoyed our guys celebrating, there isn't anything. Normally I'm able to sleep. I have not slept for a lot because it's just trying to think of what the faces are going to look like. In my mind, I had it played out that hopefully it works out, that we're not having to, play them 40 minutes and go extra 5 minutes there at the end. But what a way to go out for these guys. And I'm just excited that I get to coach them again. And just more than that, excited that they get to experience what they're going to experience here today, but over the next 4 days, because this is going to be the coolest thing that they've ever done.